Hi guys, welcome to your free online Pilates class. Today we're going to be working through a full body mat class, focusing on strength, control, bit of mobility, and then really just connecting our breath into your body. Please take options where you need to, just make this workout work best for you. We're going to come starting in an all fours position. So find your hands directly underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. We're going to go with our cat-cows to begin with. So as you take an exhale, you need to use your breath back to the ribs up towards the ceiling. Think about your tailbone reaching down towards your knees as you find this nice little arch in the back. And then we inhale, not an arch, a curl, sorry. We inhale, we round to send it the other way. Now we find that nice arch through the back. Let the shoulder blades connect down in towards your back. Then we go again with that breath. We exhale. Think about pulling that belly button up, finding a nice little scoop. Then we inhale, we roll to send it the other way. Allow those sit bones to widen. Just think about allowing that inhale just to open everything up. Then we take that exhale, connecting through your center, connecting, finding that little lift through the pelvic floor. I'm going to go with two more of these here. Just finding this nice bit of movement through the spine. Finding that connection, focusing on that connection with the breath to your movement. Good. And last one just feels so lovely. Good. Now you're going to bring it back through to center. We're going to go with a nice little thread the needle to get some nice rotation in the spine. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Take your eye gaze with it. Exhale, loop it underneath your left arm and see if you can allow that shoulder, that head to come down. And then we inhale, we reach. Open through that chest. Exhale, arm loops underneath. Good. Let's go with two more of these. And last one. Bring it back through to center. We take it on the other side. Left arm reaches. Take the eye gaze with it. Then we exhale. Thread that left arm underneath. Find that nice twist through the spine. Good. Last one. Really nice. Now we're going to bring it all the way back through to center. I want you to find your nice flat back position. So we've done our cat-cows. Just finding that position that feels like a nice flat back for you. Nice little lift in the chest. We feel like we're pressing that mat away from you. The chest is kind of lifting away from the mat. Try not to sink into those shoulders. So we want to find that nice little lift through the shoulders. Start by sending your right arm, send it nice and long towards the front of the mat. Keeping everything nice and steady. So we've got this nice rib to hip connection, the back staying really nice and flat. We send the left leg nice and long. Now, everything stays nice and still as we exhale. We just lift that arm and leg up together at the same time. We inhale to lower back down. Good, really challenging that balance, that stability. We exhale, find that lift. Inhale to lower. Now, as always, just being really conscious of what's happening through that back, that body as we do this. What we don't want to be doing is arching. I want you to keep this nice engagement through center. Finding that control as we lift and lower. Good, two more. We're going to be adding on a nice little crunch. So with the next one, we find that lift. As you exhale, the knee and the elbow is going to connect together underneath. Find this little crunch is rounding through that back. Then we inhale, we reach the arm and leg away. Good, we go with five more of these. Exhale, find this crunch, this curl. Inhale, reach it away. Four more. And as you're reaching the arm and leg again, keep thinking about lifting, pressing that floor away from you. And just being conscious we're not arching through that back too much. Good, two more. Find that length as you reach long. Last one. Hold. We're just going to hold it here. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Think energy through the fingertips, energy through the toes. Can we get a little bit more length through that body? And then we control it. We lower all the way back down. Good. Have a little minute there. I'm going to take it all onto the other side. So now the left arm reaches. Right arm is going to go nice and long. Going with that breath, keeping that nice flat back. We exhale, arm and leg reaches. Inhale to lower back down. Good. And I'm not looking, don't want to see how high you are getting those legs. It's not about the height, it's about the length. So really think about reaching energy through the fingertips, through the toes to find that length. Here we go, 2 more, then we're going to go with those crunches. Last one, we hold. Good. Exhale, find that crunch, elbow to knee. Find that rounding through the back. We inhale, we reach nice and long. Good, we go with 5 more. For 4. Use that breath, bring everything into the center. Inhale, find a nice bit of length. Good, I think I've lost count, but we're going to go with 2 more. And last one. Inhale, reach long, we find that hold. Good, hold it there. Good, energy through the arm and the leg. Nice deep inhale. And then slowly control it. We lower all the way back down. Good. Take a little seat back, give those wrists a nice little roll. We are going to take it into some of our bear hovers now. So, as we use your breath, so bring those wrists back underneath the shoulders, toes tucked under. Finding this nice flat back position again. We exhale, press into the toes, hover the knees just that little inch off of the mat. Then we inhale to control it back down again. Exhale, find that lift. Inhale as you lower. And we're trying not to rock forwards too much. Try and keep that body nice and steady. You're finding that nice little lift through the center. Going to go with 2 more of these. Last one, we're going to hold. Let's hold it there. You walk the right foot back. Walk the left foot back. Walk the right knee back in. Left knee comes back in. Lower back down. We go again. Exhale, lift. We're going to start with the left leg this time. Left leg goes back. Right leg goes back. Left knee comes in. Right knee comes in. Lower back down. Let's go 1 more of these on either side. Exhale, find that lift. Right leg. Left leg. Right knee comes in. Left knee comes in. Inhale to lower. Good. This time we're going to find a hold in that plank. Reaching both of those legs long. Now, thinking about this nice little tuck of the pelvis here. So you don't want to be arching through the back. I want you to be really connecting through that center. Using your breath, we're slowly going to start to walk those hands all the way back towards your feet. Coming towards the edge of the mat, we're in this nice little dangly position. Then we restack all the way from the base of the spine, all the way back up. Your head is the last thing to come up. Nice deep inhale here. We're going to roll back down. Chin to chest. Lower yourselves back down. Allow your hands to come down onto the mat. We walk our hands back across. Find that nice plank position. Good. Using that breath, we walk backwards again. Hands come into the feet. Restack from the base of the spine all the way back up. Let's go with a nice little arm reach here. Find a nice little length, opening that chest. Good. Chin to chest. Control it. We walk all the way back down. Hands coming forwards. Nice deep inhale in that plank. Exhale. Start to walk those hands back. And then restacking from the base of the spine. We'll go with 2 more exactly like this. This nice arm reach opening through the chest. And peeling back down. Good. Last one. Oh, find a nice bit of length through that spine. Feels so lovely. Chin to chest, roll yourselves all the way back down. Come into that nice plank position. Option to come down onto the knees here if you need to. And we're just going to hold it here for 10. Good. Think about that nice little tuck. Imagine your tailbone reaching down for your heels. Good. So we're finding this nice little tuck through the pelvis. Nice. And take a rest. Bring those knees nice and wide. Take a seat back onto your heels. Reach those arms nice and long. Just hold it here. And take a really nice deep inhale through the backs of the ribs. Allow that rib cage to expand up and out to the sides. And exhale, draw it down. Good. 2 more nice deep breaths here. And last one. Bring it all the way back up. Okay, we're going to take it down onto your backs now. If you come and take a little seat into the center of your mat, legs nice and long. Let's start with those legs bent, feet nice and flat. Find your hands behind your thighs. I want you to give a nice little pull. Find that nice length. Imagine that spine getting taller as we're going really nice and tall. Then we exhale. I want you to find this nice little scoop. Tailbones rolling underneath you. We find this nice little rounding. We've got this C shape through the body from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Then we inhale, find this pull, find that length through that spine. And then exhale. Let that pelvis move. Good. We're going to go with 2 more. And on the next one, we're going to find a roll down all the way down. If you need to keep your hands behind your thighs and walk down, you absolutely can. Otherwise, bring those arms nice and long in front of you. As you exhale, start to rotate that pelvis. As we control it, we lower down onto your backs, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head's the last thing to come down. Good. Just find a nice little bend in your knees here. Feet in a nice hip width apart. Arms out by your sides. Just let those shoulders melt down into the mat. Arms reaching nice and long. I'm going to go without articulating shoulder bridge. So we exhale, start to peel the pelvis and the hips up towards the ceiling. Find a nice inhale at the top here. Then we exhale. Control it as we lower back down. Again, we're getting that nice bit of movement, that rolling through the spine. So exhale, start to press that lower back in towards the mat first. As you find this scoop, we start to lift the tailbones, reaching up for those knees, lifting up while still keeping that rib cage down. And then we exhale, feel yourselves back down through that spine. Good. And then you have the option here, if you want to, bring those arms up towards the ceiling. Hold them there as you continue to work through these bridges. Good. We'll go with 3 more of these. We'll find a hold on the last one. Nice. Good, 2. Last one, we're going to hold those hips up. Let's keep them there. Again, thinking about that shoulder bridge position, we still want the shoulder blades to be down in towards the mat. Rib cage joint down and together, and then the tailbone is reaching up for those knees. We're in this nice diagonal. What we don't want to be doing is shifting those hips up too high. Now, I'm going to try and keep the hips really nice and still. We exhale, we lift the heels of the right foot. We inhale, lower back down. We exhale, we lift the heel of the left foot. We inhale to lower back down. Alternating from side to side here, trying to keep those hips really nice and steady. So you can actually have a little look down at your hips and see what's happening. Are they rocking from side to side as we lift and lower? Try so hard to keep those hips really nice and still. Good. Let's go with 2 more of these on either side. Last one. Good. Now, if you need to, come back down for a reset. Otherwise, we're going to stay in this position. The usual exhale, both of the heels are going to lift together at the same time. We inhale, both of the heels lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. Focusing on everything else in the body, staying really nice and still. Good. We're going to go with 6 more. For 5. Using that breath. Last one, we hold. Heels are going to stay high. Now we keep that back in a nice flat back position. If you need to bring the arms back down for that support, please do. If you can, try to keep them lifted. We inhale, the back stays flat this time. We tap that bum down onto the bed, onto the carriage. Teach too much reformer mat. Exhale, lift back up again. Good. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, find that squeeze, that lift. We go with 8 more of these. for 7. Really thinking about those glutes, those hamstrings helping you to lift. For 3. Keep those heels lifted. For 2. Last one, we hold. Find a little hold there. Can we lift up a little bit higher onto those toes? Sometimes those heels start to drop. Using that breath. And then control it. Heels lower down first. Then we roll back down through the spine. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Good. Tailbone touches. Just give those knees a nice hug in towards your chest. Have a little rock from side to side there. Just massaging out that lower back a little bit. Good. Sometimes you feel a little bit of tension in that back. Okay, feet coming back down. We're going to interlace those hands behind your head. Elbows coming nice and wide. Coming straight in with our chest curls. Using your exhale, head, neck and shoulders lift. We look in towards that belly. Then we inhale to control it. We lower back down again. Exhale, find this lift. Inhale to lower. We're trying to lift the shoulder blades off of the mat. And I want you to try not to be pulling on that neck too much either. That kind of happens a lot. We start to tug and pull on that neck. I want you to try and keep the elbows regularly out to the side. Then we're going to bring those legs up into tabletop. So find that chest curl, hold. Use our breath, left leg comes into tabletop. Hold it there, nice deep inhale. Right leg comes into tabletop. Then we're going to hold the legs here. We inhale, we lower the head, neck and shoulders down. Exhale, find this lift. We then tap the right foot down. Inhale, bring it back up. Control it, we lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap that left foot down. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale to lower. We keep going with this. Finding that nice flow with your breath. And option, if you wanted to, we could take it for that single leg stretch. Exhale, find that lift. Straighten that right leg away from you. Find that nice length. Bend the knee to bring it back in. We inhale, control it to lower back down. We exhale, we lift. We straighten the left leg. It is harder, so just take that option that works best for you. You want to be thinking about how we're feeling in that lower back. Let's go with 3 more of these on either side. 2 more. Nice controlled movement with that breath. Last one. Lower back down, take a rest. Whew. Oh, I'm feeling that. Okay. Now I'm going to give you the option to take it in for our double leg stretch. So if that's too much for you, keep going with the single leg or keep going with the toe taps that we first started with. So your hands are going to come behind your head. Elbows nice and wide. Legs come back into that nice tabletop position. We want this nice 90 degrees from the knees through the hips. As we exhale, find that curl. We're going to hold it here as we now reach both of those legs away from you. I want you to think about connecting up through the inner thighs. Find this nice length, this energy stretch all the way up through towards your hips. We bend the knees back in, we control it, we lower back down. We go with 5 more of these. Exhale, find this lift. Inhale to reach. Exhale, pull the knees back in towards you. Inhale to lower. As you use your breath and pull those knees back in towards you, can you curl into it a little bit higher? Good. 3 more. For 2. Last one, we're going to find a hold. Exhale, lift. Straighten those legs. Hold it there. Reach those arms down by your sides. Bend the knees in if you need to. We're going to pump those arms. You inhale through your nose for 5 pumps. Exhale through your mouth. I'm going to be here for 4 more breath cycles. Nice vigorous pumps. 2 more. And rest. Oh. 100s never ever gets easier. Just grab your hands onto your knees. We're going to go with some nice little hip circles. Pull those knees in towards you. Open them out to the side, circle. And then keep flowing with these circles here in one direction, just to release a nice little bit of that lower back open through the hips. Good. Then we'll reverse the circle, take them the other way. Nice. Straighten the legs all the way out. Flex at the ankles, keep those inner thighs connected. I want those legs touching. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Going with a nice roll up here as we exhale. Start to bring those arms up towards the ceiling, chin to chest. Find this nice rounding. We lift all the way up. Reach forwards for those toes. Find a nice stretch. And then restack all the way back up again. Okay. Take it into a nice side lying series now. So I want you to come up onto your elbow, onto your forearm here. Any shoulder, neck issues, don't feel comfortable here. You can, if you wanted to find yourself a pillow, or you can lay yourself all the way down, let that arm be nice and long. Just come into this nice side lying position. If you can, stay up on the side. It's just a little bit more of a challenge through that shoulder, through this underneath side waist. Now, knees in line with the hips. I want feet, in line with the hips. I want the knees and the feet connected. Imagine your body's up against a wall. We've got the shoulders, the hips, and the feet up against this wall, this nice long line. I'm going to start with that exhale. We start to lift the left knee towards the ceiling. Feet stay together. We inhale to lower back down again. Exhale, find that lift. Inhale, control it to lower back down. And I want you to just find your hand onto your hip here. Use that as a bit of feedback. As we're lifting, we're trying not to let that top hip roll backwards. We need to keep that hip really nice and steady. Work is coming from here. We're going to add in a kick. We exhale to lift, hold. We're going to straighten that leg forwards. Then we bend the knee to bring the feet together again. Then we lower the knee back down. Exhale, find that lift. Inhale to lengthen. And we lower. Let's go with 8 more of these. Good. Starting to feel my glute warming up now. Keeping this little lift. So we want to think about this underneath ribs lifting up and away from the floor. Yeah, let's do 3 more. 2. The last one we're going to hold. Leg is going to stay long. Let's bring it back so it's in line with the body. Knees and toes pointed towards the ceiling. We've got this nice long. We're going to keep it at this height as we exhale, drive that leg forwards. Exhale, we swoop to send it back again. Good. Our side kick here, we bring that leg forwards. We send it back. Now, minimal movement through the torso here, not moving or swaying through that body. The movement's coming from that hip, so it's nice, controlled movement. Trying to keep that leg up in line with the hip. Let's do 4 more. Feel a little shake for 3. Good, for 2. Last one. I'm going to hold that leg in line with the hip there now. Point through the toes. We've got this nice energy coming through the legs. We're going to go with some circles. Start to circle that leg up and around. I want controlled circles. Imagine you're circling that leg in some sticky peanut butter. So it's not swishing around in water. We're trying to really circle it around in sticky peanut butter. Now we reverse these circles the other way. Whew. Let's go 5 more. For 4. And 1. My leg is shaking. Bend it and give it a little tap. Whew. Okay. Let's go with our side planks now. So I'm going to send those legs back ever so slightly, keeping them bent in this position. Using your breath. Now, if you need to, this top hand, it can come onto the mat for a little bit of support there. Or if you want to, a little bit more advanced or intermediate, bring it onto your hips here. So we use your breath. exhale. We're going to lift the hips up. Then I want you to think about driving the hips forwards. Like I tell you in shoulder bridge with the tailbone reaching for the knees, we're in this nice long line. Then we inhale, we lower it back down, hips coming back. Exhale, lift and reach. Inhale, we control it to lower back down. Now again here, happens quite a lot in this shoulder. You want to be lifting the shoulder up and away from the ear. So we're not sinking into it. That's when we kind of start to feel this pain through the neck and the shoulders. Finding this nice little lift as we lift and reach. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Use those glutes. We're going to be here for 4 more. Good. For 3. And find a hold on the next one. Exhale, lift and reach. Top leg is going to go long. Good option. If you want to, it's harder bringing that top arm up towards the ceiling. We go with our lifts and lowers. We exhale, we lift that leg. We inhale to lower back down. Let's go with 8 more. For 7. Really press into that right knee. Connect up through to this right glute. Keep this little lift through this underneath side waist here. Good. 5 more. For 4. Last one. Hold. Last little hold there. Nice deep breath. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it all the way down. Bring that underneath knee forwards. Left knee is going to come just to the side. We're coming into this nice mermaid position. If this is not comfortable here for you, you can always cross your legs or even bring yourself up into this high kneeling position if you need to. I'm going to go with our nice mermaid. So hips nice and square. Press down into the bed. Right arm comes down to the side. We find this nice little lift. Reaching up and over. And let's find that counter stretch. Just grab hold of that shin on the other side. Find this nice reach through the right side body. Good. Then we go again. Right arm down. Left arm reaches. Good. 1 more of these on either side. Bring it back through to center. Let's just swing those legs around and we'll go all on the other side. So we're starting with that forearm down into the mat. Knees bent. And again, you have that option if you needed to. Arm comes all the way down. You can lay yourself all the way down. Now forearm, elbow underneath that shoulder. Nice little lift in this underneath side waist. We're in this long line, so we've got that wall behind us. Starting with those clam openings, we exhale, feet stay together, knee comes towards the ceiling. We inhale to lower back down. Really using that breath. Oh, it's got a little click in my hip there. Good. And again, if you needed to, that top hand can always come down for a little bit of support there. Use it on that hip for that feedback. Now we're going to add in our kicks. We lift. We extend. Then we bend the knee, feet tap. Then the knee lowers down. So we find this exhale, this lift. Leg reaches. Leg comes back down. We lower back down. Let's go with 6 more of these. Just checking, are we sinking into that side? I want you to keep that nice little lift. Close your eyes if it helps. I always like to close my eyes. Really feels like it helps me just to find that mind-body connection. Connect my body to the movement and to my breath as well. 2 more. Little clicky hip on this side. Last one. Leg is going to stay straight. Let's bring that leg down so it's in line with the hip, knees and toes pointed forwards. Body's in this nice long line. Staying lifted. Exhale, find that swoop. The leg comes forward. Point to send the leg back. Can you take it back a little bit into extension without sending that body forwards? Then we go again. Exhale. Or from that center, point to send it backwards. Still thinking about that energy through the toes as we're reaching that leg long. Try and get it long, long, long away from you. Good. 5 more. Nice controlled movements. 4. Yeah, it starts to really burn after a while. Never underestimate the power of mat Pilates. 2. Last one. Leg is going to stay long in line with the body. We go with those circles. Controlled circles up in one direction, 6 in each direction. 3, good. Again, think about that length, that energy. Circling in that sticky peanut butter. Try not to sink into that underneath side waist. We reverse. Oh, get a cramp. 6, 5, 4. And the circle's coming from the hip joint there. So we try not to move through that torso too much. Oh, really good for the mobility of those hips. Last one. And rest. Whew. Okay. Legs coming back ever so slightly. We're going to take it into our side planks here. So I want to think about squeezing those inner thighs, really zipping up through that midline of the body. We exhale, we find this lift, then the reach of the hips forwards. Inhale, hips come back, lower back down again. Exhale, lift and reach. Inhale to lower. Good. 6 more of these. And still thinking about that underneath side as well. So all of this underneath side is working really hard. You've got glutes, you've got core, obliques, shoulders, full body. 3 more. Probably miscounted. 2. Last one, we lift and hold. Right leg goes nice and long. Good. Option to bring that right arm towards the ceiling or have it down for that support. Whatever feels best for you. We lift and lower for 10. Good. Keep thinking about drawing this underneath hip forwards as well, not sinking back into it. Use that underneath side. 6 more. I'm shaking. 3, 2. We find that hold. Last one. Find that length. Nice deep inhale. And then all the way down. Swing those legs forward, you guys. Find that seated position that works best for you. Hips nice and square. We're going to keep that right hip down as much as we can, or the opposite side hip. As we send that arm away from you, find that lift. We're really feeling that nice stretch through that side of the body. So inhale, find that length. Exhale, pull to bring it back up to center. We'll take that little counter stretch over the other way. Oh, it feels so good. Good, let's go 3 more. The 2. Last one. And then bring it all the way back through to center. Okay, we are going to finish with a little bit of our swimming now. So I want you to just bring yourselves around. We're going to lay down onto your fronts. So just slowly press yourselves down onto your tummies. You're going to start by reaching those arms nice and long away from you. Legs are nice and long. Have those legs feet kind of coming as wide as the mat there, or just a little bit apart in the hip width apart. Point through the toes, nice energy through those toes, through those fingertips. Now here, I want you to think about finding a little lift through that belly button, pressing that tailbone, reaching that tailbone down towards the heels again, so we've got that pubic bone pressing towards the mat. As we exhale, we're just going to find a lift through the upper body first. So using that breath, just like to hover those arms up off of the mat. Then we inhale to control it, lower back down. We're going to go with 3 more of these. Exhale, find that length. Keep the eye gaze looking down towards the mat. Keeping that length through the neck in line with the spine. 2 more. Good. Last one. Hold. Okay, the arms are going to stay down. We're now going to lift through those legs. I want you to really think about those glutes helping you to lift. So with that breath, hovering, you're trying to get those thighs up off of the bed if you can. Then we inhale to lower back down. 3 more. Exhale, find that lift. Good. For 2. And last one. Okay, we're going to go with both together now. If it feels too much in the lower back, just take one or the other, arms or legs, if you can. Reach long through those arms and those legs. We find that lift. Inhale to lower back down. Good. 3 more of these. We find a hold on the last one. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower. For 2. Last one, we're going to hover and hold. Think energy through the arms and legs. We're going to swim. Right arm, left leg comes up, lowers. Left arm, right leg up, lowers. Once you've got that coordination, we're going to start to swim. Take it nice and fast. Keep lifting that belly button off of the mat. Reaching long through the arms and the legs. Going to be here for 10 more seconds using that breath. Make sure you're breathing. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and rest. Bring it all the way down. Just bend through the knees, bring the feet up. Make sure you've got a little pillow for your head with your hands there. Let your feet fall over to one side. Bring it back up to center. Let the feet fall over the other side. Good. Just a couple more of these. Releasing through that lower back a little bit. Good. And I want you to now just find your hands underneath your armpits, underneath your shoulders. Press yourselves up. We're going to find ourselves back into that child's pose. Let's bring the knees wide, feet together. Reach the arms as far away from you as you can. Sink the chest down. And just take a few nice deep breaths here. So we've got a nice opening through the hips. I sometimes quite like to just have a little sway from side to side with my hips there. Feels really, really nice. And then just hold it nice and still. See if you can reach the arms a little bit further. Take a nice inhale. Allow the rib cage to expand up and out to the sides. And then exhale. Good. And we're going to bring that left arm as far across as we can, just sort of to the edge of the mat. Your right arm's going to come over on top. Let that head come down between the arms, and then we just take that nice stretch. Inhale, and think about breathing in through that right side of the ribs. Allow the whole of that right side of the body to open up. Good. One more nice deep breath. Then we take it to the other side. Right arm comes across. Left arm comes over to meet it. Nice inhale through that left side of the body. Just feel that nice stretch. Get 2 more breaths here. And last one. Bring it all the way back through to center. Slowly push yourself all the way back up. Nice big shoulder roll at the top. Well done, guys.